What's up everyone, it's Trainer Dell. In this video, I have for you my Gagaga deck profile. Now, this mat I got way back when, was it 2012? And in 2012, Gagagas weren't like top tier. And it's 2017, 5 years later, and yeah, they've never been top tier. But something that's changed is they're my favorite archetype, and I love the deck. And I would like to keep playing it forward. This is link format. We're playing a different thing. You can't spam the field with a bunch of XCs monsters, which in some cases is good, but decks like this, we're like, oh man, it's so XYZ centric. Well, it wasn't going to win anyways because there's things like D-Barrier out there, and there's a lot of cards that interrupt. Some decks are running triple Ghost Ogre, and that's something that really kills this deck. Anything that can just interrupt your combo plays, because it's a very combo orientated deck. But nonetheless, I still love it. I do want to keep playing it into this link format. And yeah, here's my deck profile, so let's get right into it. Running still the one Gagaga girl. Had this ever since it came out. She has to be the deck. The mat, her awesome, so good. To do OTKs, I love doing the OTKs. We got Gagaga Magician, 3 of. He is the man of the deck. He can just change his levels. You guys know him. You know what he can do. It's gonna be like Gagaga, like all. 3 sisters, because she can search out any spell or trap card with Gagaga in the name, so she's awesome. She can also combine levels if you target another Gagaga monster. So you can get some good Exceed levels off. Running 2 of the head here. I guess he's the head of the clan. He's the most attack. He's pretty cool. You can normal summon. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can normal summon him and he becomes level 4. He chooses 2 Gagaga monsters from your graveyard and you can special summon them, but you can't exceed with... you have to use Gagaga monsters to do an exceed play. The one Mancer. She's cool. She's you can get out a late gunman or samurai, or just I don't know. She's dark target. Dark target's really good. One child, so you can do turn 1. I don't know. Hope Harbinger if you want, or whatever. I mean, it also works with sister. You can get a rank 4. Running 2 of the Gardenas, because Gardena can save my butt. It has done so much when my opponent declares an attack or a direct attack, right? Declares a direct attack, special summon it, and you can discard a card to protect it if you need to. You don't have to. Most of the time, I actually don't. 1 Maxi, because Maxi is a good card. And I am still running the Kaijus, so I'm running the big ones: Radian, Dogaran, Thunder King, and Jizikiru, because like they're big and you can OTK. Now I did try out playing Gamma Seal. It is weaker, you can run it over, but I want to OTK and I want to win the duel, and if you can do it by a little cheese, if you get the combos off, and yeah, it's fun. It gets it done. 3 of the emergency or Academy Emergency Network to special summon and get what you need. Essentially, any Gagaga monster is kind of like a Cyber Dragon, and I like how there's like no level restriction. I hate how there's the whole, like in the original version is such the better card, how you can just special summon any Gagaga from your hand or deck. This has so many restrictions, but it's good because you can bring out head, normal summon sister, add another card, and exceed using them too. So it's pretty cool, and you get to draw through head's effect. Revenge, because it's awesome. It's their premature burial, and XYZs can gain 300 attack. Before, it was like easy to do combo plays and have like 2 big rank 8s on the field in 1 turn. You really can't do that now, but it's fine. 1 Bolt, because searchable destruction is good. I said that before, I'll say it again. 1 Wind, because sometimes you need to just have that special summon from hand. 3 onomatopoeia. Now, for the longest time, I was playing 2, but I really need to see my cards. I really need to see my monsters, so I decided to go with the 3. And it's not bad. It's serving me. It's serving good purpose. 2 allure. I tried 3. I didn't like 3. I still like 2 of this. Same thing with Twin Twisters. I just 2 for me. 3 feels like so much. You see it more often, but sometimes when you don't need to see it more often. Like 2 Interrupted Kaiju Slumbers, I'd run 1 more if I could. Honestly, this is such a good card, and searches Kaijus if you need it, if it's in the grave. Now, one thing and one reason I can run XCs in Link format is because I'm actually running the XYZ Reborns. And I was going to run 3. I'm testing it out at 2. So you could bump it up to 3 if you want to. I'm running it at 2 just to test out, see how I like it. Because, yeah, the XYZ monster, if it's reborn, doesn't have to go to the extra zone. It can go in your main monster zone. So that really does help. And it gets a material. And, you know, Revenge isn't so dead after all. You can still power up more than 1 XYZ monster on your side of the field. So that's why I like Reborn. I was actually going to play it before, but I felt like you didn't really need to before. You can build a board if you get uninterrupted with Gagagas, but now I think it's a staple for a lot of XYZ decks that are slow or not top tier, because like Zoo and True Draco are still going to beat you, but at least you have a little slight chance to try to do something, try to come back and survive. The 1 Warning, because Warning is good. And then Bottomless and Floodgate for Trap Tricks. Rafflesia targets, which into the extra deck we go, and we'll start off with Rafflesia because I like it. It's a defensive play. It's 25 defense, and it's one of those things that like if I'm going first, more often than not, I can get her out. And having a threat of any of these 2 back row or in the deck or whatever to play the ability, it's good. It's fun, and especially Floodgate. Floodgate is like more helpful right now. Not against True Dracos, obviously, but like against Zoo, it can really help out because it can exceed over. Still running a Cowboy because Cowboy is my favorite exceed monster. Running Abyss Dweller, so that way cards in the graveyard's effect don't activate. And so it's one of those trade-offs of like, do you want to run Rafflesia or Abyss Dweller? If you're going turn 1 against like True Dracos, or you know, you could go Abyss Dweller. And if you're gonna go against Zoo or something, you go Rafflesia. So I like having both of those. Samurai here, just because it's a Gagaga card. Castel. Honestly, Castel hasn't been doing work for me lately. If you want to change him in for a Tornado Dragon, definitely that would be cool. I did have Tornado Dragon, but I sold it because I'm like, I'm not going to take this anywhere competitive. But if you want to make it a little stronger, change him or something, or this next card for Tornado Dragon. And my next card is Downward Magician. I just like it. I like Downward. In the side, I have which I won't show you, but I have Mind Control. And if you can Mind Control a rank 3 that your opponent controls or something or lower, you can just overlay this on the second turn on your main phase 2. So that's cool. I like that it has piercing. The 1 XYZ Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, because Yuto is my favorite character in Arc 5, so I like Dark Rebellion. Gotta have Utopia, because Utopia goes well with the Gagaga monsters. It's Yuma's deck, and of course the lightning. Loving it. Loving the lightning. The OTK machine right here, number 33, Chronomaly Machumech. Trust, I love it so much. If you can get out, like, if you can just get the OTK with this, you need Girl, Magician. You can actually even use Girl and Sister, and it still can OTK. If your opponent has a strong monster, oh well, like they can, you know, as long as it's 28 and over, I believe, you can OTK. So yeah, as long as it's uninterrupted, which is harder to do now, but yeah, OTK is fun. 1 Norito, the Moral Leader, because 6s are easy to go into in this as well. Utopia Beyond. So I use this if I'm playing against a deck that uses heavy spell and trap cards and I need to do a little control, and Utopia Beyond against decks that are like more attack orientated. So beat down, so boom, all our monsters are 0, so it can get a free 3k. Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand, one of my favorite Xyz monsters as well. It can just put in work. If you can, you can have him be 31 turn 1 if you like summon, if you use like Onomatopoeia, Ditch Magician, Search Sister, Summon Sister, Get Revenge, Activate Revenge, use that, combine the levels, or make him level 6, combine the levels. It's just, it's such a good card, and it's such a good, I always feel like offensive and defensive, just because you can stop your opponents from doing certain combos with his effect, and also you can protect himself. The best 2-way Xyz in my mind. Trident is there too. Hope Harbinger, Dragon, Titanic Galaxy, just another good 8, because this deck can go into 4s, 6s, and 8s pretty easy. And last but not least, I brought back in Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon because it was the reprint and it's cheaper. So it's kind of funny that I'm running like, there's 2 Utopias here and then 2 Galaxy Eyes cards, which Kaito does not use in the anime. Or, well, does he use, the other person uses this, and Kaito uses this in the manga. So yeah, that is the Gagaga deck profile. Let me know what you think. And yeah, don't be afraid with link summoning. It does slow down the game for some decks, and other decks are just unaffected, but then we're going to have the ban list. So have fun. It's still Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, thanks for watching. Peace.